Hi guys, welcome to my very first Patron Only Video Blog. Today I'm gonna talk to you about sketchbooks, particularly my own sketchbooks. I've posted on Instagram and Facebook some flip-through videos. The only thing is they don't have any commentary attached to it, and I wanted to give you something extra and have you enjoy my voice and my stumbling and my accent and whatever whilst I talk you through one of my sketchbooks, or maybe two or maybe more. I won't be doing them all because I do have a lot of sketchbooks. I think I've got like 15 full right now since last year, and that's not counting all the other ones from previous years. So without further ado, this is the video. Enjoy, and thanks for being awesome. So yeah, sketchbooks. These are my current favorites. These are Strathmore visual art journals. They are usually used for scrapbooking, and I obviously don't scrapbook. I don't think I do. Why I love these is because of the wire. It makes it able to do this, and also it has hardcover backing, so you can actually take this on a travel, and it's really sturdy and you don't really need a table to support it on. So let's go through this one. As you can see, sometimes I'll talk about the little sketches. Yeah, basically I don't draw on the reverse side of any drawing really because of smudging, and I always just use one side. I used to do both sides, but those books ended up really looking really bad. So actually this idea is having a fairy with primate features. I really like baboon features, and I wanted to try to see if I can incorporate those into my design. Another thing is I do not have any neat or perfect sketchbooks. My sketchbooks are always full of scribbles. As you can see, it's probably not very interesting to most, but to me these are like a fountain of ideas to come back to whenever I do not have any idea what to do. So these are some fairies as well. See if I can zoom in. See, a little tree creature with like these horn growths out of its head, multi-eyed. I like multiple eyes. It's something interesting to the face. Yay, mandrake babies. Now, for these I use reference. I sometimes use just I Google ugly baby pictures. It's also it's fun. Sorry, mums out there with babies. But I tend to find babies really ugly. I'm sorry, really sorry. And the thing is, you have to exaggerate those features, like a really big weird nose or big eyes. Babies have these weird heads. I'm sorry. It's my personal opinion. Don't shoot me. Green Man. As you know, I'm working on my Fairies of the Fault Line books, so I'm trying to develop all these kind of fairies, I'm trying to document them. This one I abandoned, and there's something wrong with it. As you can see, I do fuck up, and for some reason this just doesn't feel right. I might go back into it and just try to save it, but I might not. These sketches are just ways of getting it out of my system. More mandrake babies and some little doodles for poses of creatures. Blank pages. There's lots of them. Pied Piper, you've seen me paint us in oil. Slightly different though. It's currently on show in the Masa Museum. See, I sometimes abandon pieces that I just don't like, and the head is too big, it's wrong, it doesn't have any dynamics in there, it's boring. Yeah, this one's interesting. I wanted to have a multiple limbed one, so that's that one. I'm really Pied Piper. See, I fuck up. I didn't use reference for these guys and it just doesn't really fit. I don't draw male faces very much. You can see it. So I need to practice male faces. There's no shame in not doing anything, of not doing something well. You're here to learn. That's it. That's basically it. Everybody learns. Fairies with beaks and feathers, so bird fairies. Sometimes my thought process is really fast and I do not have time to draw everything, so I make these little word stacks of things that might trigger ideas. So moss, think about moss and how would a moss fade look, or what does a bird fade look like, or what happens with gnarly trees. So it's really good to have these word stacks. They can help you think up new ideas for fairies or for other creatures. So this is one of my messier pages. As you can see, there's faces everywhere. When in doubt, draw faces. So basically that's what I do. These cases are all intuitive, as I do not have any plan when I start out. It's just me putting the pencil to paper and just start sketching. This happens, and sometimes you'll find a design that's interesting and you'll pull it out and develop it further. There's this little snail fae I really like. I should be doing a snail fae now, probably. So I took one of those bird fairies and I decided to look how an owl fairy would look like. So that's that. It's as simple as that, really. See? Yay. Mermaids! Again, push yourself. Just think outside the box. Here you can see me using animal anatomy we know. So this is a turtle face. And she's actually, let's see if I can get that one. See, she's actually got a turtle face, but I wanted to have it more skeletal, so I suggested some more skeletal features. And this one's actually a hammerhead shark, or resembles a hammerhead shark. So by using anatomy you've seen before on other animals, you can actually design new creatures that are interesting and don't look too far-fetched. Okay, and let me talk about the fear of fucking up in sketchbooks, because I hear a lot of people always complaining about how imperfect their sketchbooks are, and they are nervous to show their sketchbooks to anybody else, because who wants to see a page like this? It's not interesting enough. So it's actually very interesting to show things like this, because there's ideas there. It's basic, it's rough, but there's ideas, and there's no shame in ideas. There's no shame in fucking up. There's no shame in not having a perfect sketchbook. The thing about sketchbooks is they're notebooks. They're visual notes for you on your ideation, on how you come by an idea or a composition, or it's just your playground. It is a playground and nothing else. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have perfect anatomy, and it certainly doesn't have to be a masterpiece, but it does have to be a good idea. So just use it. Use these pages. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and it doesn't matter. But sometimes when you have this sketch drawn up like 5 years ago and you go back to it, you'll see it with other eyes and decide that you can actually make it into something cool. So that's the beauty about sketchbooks. They are a very ready to go source of inspiration. So don't throw out your sketchbook. Don't rip out pages you don't like, because who knows, you might like them in a year or so. Okay, about these. These are my first chrysalis fairies. I started drawing these after I saw these pictures of chrysalis, of butterflies and moths, and I saw these little faces in them, and I thought they were perfect for the fairies. So yeah, I really love doing that. That's it really. Well, more mermaids with faces, more creatures, green man type witches. I gave up here. I might go back. It's got nice ears. Mermaids, mermaids. Yeah. Chrysalis fairies. More interesting shapes. It's weird to draw them upside down, but that's the way they hang, so it's a challenge. My bookworm is so cute. Here I am just exploring how he would fit on the bookmark. He's actually going to be the bookmark for the Fairies of the Fault Lines. And here you can see I'm exploring body types. The idea of these rings around his eyes, as you can see them. See? It's actually glasses. A funny little thing. So, bird fairies with wobbly knees. Twig fairies. More bookworms and stuff like that. Actually, one of the first sketches for sisters. I am not sure if you've seen this one, but that's an idea for a bigger illustration in Fairies of the Fault Lines. There's a big story concerning the sisters, and again a chrysalis, and another one which I still have to finish. Might do that today. Trees. I love drawing trees. One day I hope to be as good as Rackham with trees, but I might be delusional with that one. Root babies. Again, chubby little babies. Love to exaggerate things like that. See, it's all messy. It's all ideas. It's just fun things. So if you don't really know what to draw, just start and just put the pencil to paper, start scribbling and see what pops up. It might be something like this, and the lines will tell you their story. That's how I work 9 out of 10 times. Like this is, for instance, something like that. It's just me scribbling and something pops up. I'm sure you all see something different than I'm seeing, but I'm seeing here like horns and no eyes and a mouth, and it's an interesting thing happening there. So I might do a piece with that. So let's move on. Witches. Also, the Fairies of Fault Lines is riddled with witches. Nasty creatures sometimes. And again, our sisters. I've actually got this little notebook thingy from Moleskine. It's really nice. It's got watercolor paper and it's landscape. And you can actually see it has a perforation. So you can take them out. So you can actually draw some little cards for people. But this is a little sketch. A little color sketch for these ladies. Trying to capture the mood, and I love how the Daniel Smith, this is actually Shadow Violet by Daniel Smith, and it has a granulation. So you have these wonderful purple and blue things happening. Don't really know what's happening. And just grey shadow violet, and I think it was sap green I used. I'm not sure. Gorgeous colors. Again, the ladies. Let me see. We went to Kilmartin and they had these standing stones and these cups and ring marks. These were 5,000 years old, and I thought about doing those into the stone and have these faces really subtle in there. It's something I really want to do today, actually. I missed. It's just fun. See, it doesn't have to be perfect. It does have to convey a mood, and I think that's doing okay. One of my fern free In Scotland, I saw these ferns just beginning to grow, and they had these beautiful little crowns, and I thought that's gonna be a gorgeous idea for a fairy. So that's gonna be that. It's just a sketch, again, not perfect. Some little sketches for tooth fairies. They have a great sense of smell, so their nose is more developed than their eyes, and their teeth are numerous. Some tree thingies. It's just very quick. And then the last one, a chrysalis. It's a really quick idea. So, well, I took you through some of my sketchbooks. I hope you enjoyed this first video. I plan on doing more. Please leave a message if you have anything you wish to me to address, or have any ideas, or have any questions. Just drop me a message, drop me a comment, and I'll be happy to answer. Or if you want me to shut up, that's okay as well. Have a great day. Hope it's not too warm for you guys, and hope to see you tomorrow with the Kickstarter launch. You're awesome. Thank you.